Under 16 Grade 1 Championship. A semi-final replay between Cappagh and Cookstown Father Rocks. We'll take a quick run down through the teams. Before we do so, just introduce John McChrystal from Cookstown. Of course, he's going to be my co-commentator, and we'll promise to not to fall out. John, before a ball is kicked in anger, tell me, it must be at least 8, maybe 9 months since this drawing game. Quite a gap between the two games.
That's right. No, the first game was the 18th of September, so it's going to be very, very strange for the lads. Both teams would have been struggling with build-up and struggling with challenge games and trying to get themselves back for a bit of training. So it adds the whole novelty factor of the whole thing. It's going to be really strange, and it's probably the team that adapts quickest will probably be the team best suited, because there's absolutely nothing between the two teams as the drawing game showed.
I just thinking that, interestingly, in the gap of 8 or 9 months, it's amazing how lads of that age have changed, you know, physically as well as everything else.
Well, that's it. Physically, there's a lot of lads that have got themselves. I know in the town there's a few lads that have actually asked for strength and conditioning courses and doing wee things just themselves with mini gyms and whatnot. But again, that doesn't kick the ball over the bar. So, you know, I think that could have a big burn in the game. How rusty the players are with ball work and things like that being neglected probably over the lockdown.
And the interesting thing in terms of championship football, we always talk about intensity and so on, but there's intensity and there's timing and the fact that there has been such a gap between the two games, and the fact that we're starting quite quickly after the restart, so to speak. It will be difficult for some players to get to the pace of the game for a while.
That's right. And then the other thing, Noel, is there's been no school football.
Yeah,
you know, so that's going to have a burn in the game there too. So again, it's great that the lads still have an opportunity to complete last year's season. You know, that has to be mentioned too. You know, it's been easy to wrap the thing up, but you know, I suppose whenever the draw for the championship was made and the two most prominent team at under 14 level came out of the hat against each other in the first round in Arbo, everybody else was saying, well, there's a great opportunity. And you know, I know from Cookstown, whose backbone, you know, this team was a Grade 2 field winning team.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so they made tentative steps into Grade 1 football, and they started off and they just kept on improving. And funny enough, quite a few of the lads are playing on the minor team that they'll be featuring later on in the week. And playing match week in, week out for both the minors and under 16s has really brought them on a ton.
Yeah, no doubt about it. There's nothing brings players on like playing competitive football.
That's right. And the Cappagh lads are exactly the same. You know, there's quite a few of the lads that have been playing both teams, their own minor teams, under 16s, and you know, they were playing Tuesday, Thursday, and again that was bringing them on a ton. You know, and so unfortunately this is their first game out, and again there's going to be probably mistakes made here, and the team probably makes the least mistakes will probably be the victors. Yeah,
well, it'll be interesting to see. And of course, folks, the situation we find ourselves in with COVID and all the rest, that there are no spectators allowed. There's quite a large gathering of people, but that's the stewards, obviously from the host club, Killyclogher. Umpires, I just see Sam McGear going across there, and I see referee Stephen Campbell just on the pitch. Good to see the fact that there's football back again, but we should mention the fact that it is the first game of not a new season, but first game of closing 2020, and I think Martin Sutton and the CCC deserve great credit for insisting on getting those games and those matches finished.
Without a doubt, you know, it's great that when people look back in the annals that there is a winner of the championship and there's a league winner, and you know, these things, every lad only has one chance to win his title at his age group, you know, so that's why it's great.
Yeah, and of course our thanks to Mac AV, who's bringing the game to you live here on Facebook, and delighted on behalf of Team Talk, myself and John will be here tonight to bring the commentary. And there's a busy weekend of football. Of course, the minor final tomorrow, and on the 16th again tomorrow afternoon. We'll be up in Dungannon for that one, but it's a feast for the family, John, but it's a feast at the minute. The Cookstown side, John, you want to go through that one?
The visitors start out. Paddy Monaghan is in goals, in cornerback is Dara Quinn, Matty McCann is fullback, and in the other corner Ryan Eccles. Colin Sheehy will play wing back, wearing 25. Luke Cullen is centre back, and number 7 is Charlie Hawker. Midfield will see Callum Kelly be partnered by Ben Leake. The half forward line is Ryan Nugent, centre forward Ronan Devlin, and at 12 Matty Donaghy, 13 Keegan Hampshire, 14 Sean Devlin, and 15 is Michael Hatton.
Yeah, and strong looking team, John, and of course I suppose in fairness to one or two players there who already are experiencing representative football, shall we say.
Well, that's it. we were expecting big things from Callan Kelly, who's playing the middle of the park, and also the captain. So Callan would have had a McCrory Cup experience already with the Holy Trinity, and as I say, he's a current county minor, and I just see that he played cornerback alongside Michael Rafferty, who's playing wing back here for this Cappagh side. So he'll know him. And then we have Ronan Devlin, who was involved in the under-15 development squad alongside Gavin Potter, Cialan O'Hagan, and Michael Raff. So the boys will know each other inside out, know their game.
It'll be interesting to see just how that impacts on the performance. And just looking at, I see there's a car park developing. Shall we say?
From a distance.
From a distance, yeah. Great song, by the way, From a Distance.
We'll just run through the home side.
The Cappagh side,
So the Cappagh side is Conor Whites in goals, Sean Broderick number 2, Sean Kerr playing fullback, and Shane McCall in the corner. Michael Rafferty is 5. Centre back and captain is Mark Corcoran, and number 7 is Ronan Teague. Midfield is Shay Fox and Lachlan Mina. Tiernan O'Donnell. Gavin Potter is centre forward, and Rory McKinney is number 12. Matty Ho 13, Cialan O'Hagan 14, and Owen Kelly 15.
Yeah, indeed. And again, as you mentioned, some names there who have already experienced football at I'm not saying at a slightly higher level, but football on a different plane in terms of representative football, both for the county and for schools as well. And we're looking forward to a very, very entertaining game here. A draw the last night out, and with the wind blowing right to left as we looked out onto the pitch, I think Killyclogher, or Cappagh, I beg your pardon, have, whether they've opted or not, they're going to be playing from right to left, and the scoreboard away down below us here. Of course, sponsored and facilitated very much by Daymac. And if you look at the pitch there tonight, Daymac again were responsible for a lot of great pitches around the county, the Monaghan, and they're in sparkling form.
The Killyclogher club need complimented the standard of the pitch here on view, and the training pitch is fantastic.
Absolutely. We're getting very close to throw-in time, folks. Referee Stevie Campbell is out there. He's already, the toss has been taken, and he's looking just to get the two teams to take their places, and one or two wee switches of not personnel but switches of position. Shall we see where Keegan Hampsey has moved out to the half forward line, picking up, well, he's moving towards Michael Rafferty. I think his intention there is to bring Sean Kerr away from the edge of the square. Cappagh may need to make an adjustment in that, but there's a bit of a change there.
Gavin Potter is lined up maybe just for the throw, and McGavin's there. Gavin's there in the middle of the park with the white boots. In
the middle of the field, and we're almost ready to go. Stevie Campbell's ready to rock. We're looking at the scoreboard to the right. The clock is there, and we have
Luke Cullen is moved into midfield here. He's parting Callan Kelly here, just in the midfield for Cookstown.
So, they're all the last time out, all of almost 9 months ago, and this replayed semi-final. The ball is in, the game is on, the ball breaks, and first to it is young Potter. He takes it well, gets away at the first time of asking, but the pressure's still on him. He's continuing the run through the middle. He's been closed down by Luke Cullen. He still managed to get the shot away, hooks it in, but the keeper does very, very well. In goals, I have to say, John, just looking at the clash of jerseys between the goalkeeper, Paddy Mullen, and the Killyclogher team, the jerseys are very similar. Lovely ball inside for Potter. It's gone to ground. Potter gets his foot on it. The referee allows the play to go on. He says no. Oh, is that a free in or a free out?
No, I think it's a free out. I think it's for a touch in the square.
No, touch in the ground, I think it was, yeah. Touch in the ground,
yeah. I think Gavin touched it in the ground.
And the referee is telling...
Yeah, we're getting the jersey change.
Yeah. And it's funny how that... I've often commented that in matches it takes quite a while for referees to spot that, but I mean, the umpire should be saying, listen, this is a situation that he's got a bib there, so surely that should be suffice. Anyway, it's not Paddy Mullen with a kick.
No, that's Callan Kelly.
Callan Kelly, who's dropped back from midfield to take the free and plays it. Nice ball inside. He's looking for the centre half forward. Ronan Devlin. Devlin gets to it, gets away from the challenge of Shay Fox and plays a lovely ball down into the space. And in that space is corner forward wearing 13, Keegan Hampsey. Hampsey in possession, pops the ball down into the corner. He's looking for Michael Hatton. Michael Hatton, of course, is, if I'm right in saying, the grandson of Dennis.
That's right.
And Dennis was one absolutely brilliant, pacey, very, very attack-minded player on the Cookstown side many, many years ago. And if he has inherited any of Dennis's genes, he'll be a handful to watch. Cappagh in possession, but they've coughed up the ball. There's a chance here now for Cookstown. Oh, it's a heavy challenge. The referee allowed the play to continue. The challenge was heavy, but the ball has been worked back outside into the hands of Charlie Hogger. Hogger under pressure gets the ball forward again into Devlin. Devlin, all the play down that left hand side as Cookstown attack, retaining possession, retain it pretty well. And Callum Kelly sees the space, runs to it, gets away from the first challenge, plays the ball. We have 25, and I'm assuming
that's Colin Cheeky.
Colin Cheeky, I thought it was, yeah, the 25, the 5 jersey doesn't appear to be there. Ball played to Michael Hutton again, takes it on the bounce, gets a quick turn away from the attention of Sean Broderick, hooks it on with a right foot. Good score, good start, nice strike. And we look at the time, and the clock appears not to have started into the 3rd minute, and the first score of the game from play from young Michael Hutton.
Michael Hutton's a really live wire. Of course, the grandfather was Dennis, but the grandmother was a bloomer. So
well,
and funny enough, in the other corner we also have bloomer blood with young Keegan Hampshire.
Yeah, well, the DNA is there. There's no doubt about it, and the genes, as a man often says. So kick out from Conor White down below us, looking to see what his options are. Plenty of movement from the Cappagh lads. Cookstown men contesting, ball in the middle of the field, and a great take, well fielded by Lachlan Mina. He manages to pot the ball out to Potter. Potter on the run, he's been closed down, chased back and covered all the way, but they still manage to get the ball inside and into space, and in that space is full forward Ciaran O'Hagan. Hagan pops the ball across, takes a 1-2, makes an angle for himself on the right foot, opts not to shoot. Ball goes to ground. Kelly does well to get up and get it away again. Very, very good bit of play by Owen Kelly there. Cappagh in possession, but they find a phalanx of jerseys there, the light blue, the sky blue. That looked like a double bounce, but the referee has allowed the play to continue. The ball's popped back to Shea Fox. Fox is 55 metres out, plays the ball out to his left, and on his left there is Ronan Teague, right footed, solo, not the best hand pass we've ever seen. An unorthodox but effective clearance, John would call that.
Yeah, Ben Leake was taking no prisoners, just get the ball out of play. He probably should have settled himself and then picked the ball up and took a wee bit of time to get the ball out.
He probably could have indeed. Anyway, it's Cappagh trailing by a point, 1 point to no score. And in terms of time, we're running into the 4th minute. 4 minutes elapsed. Cappagh on the attack, but once again Cookstown deep set defence, and the ball is worked back into the hands of Shea Fox. Fox in his shooting position, but opted not to. Plays the ball back to his midfield partner Lachlan Mina. Mina plays it across. Oh, that was a big decision by Ciaran O'Donnell. He managed to win that ball. He got it across. Good effort, but it's sailed over the bar.
Ciaran
O'Hagan, a fine score, John. Patient play by Killyclogher, or by Cappagh, and rewarded with a good point from play.
Yeah, both teams have been very patient. They haven't rushed anything, so it's a sign of good coaching. You know, they're not forcing it.
Certainly not forcing it. But you're just looking at Cappagh set up here now, because they've allowed one of the Cookstown full back actually to go free, but well worked and broken down by Sean Kerr, and over the line, and it's a sideline ball to Cookstown to be taken by Darragh Quinn. Quinn decides to leave it, and the man ever ready, shall we call him, Callum Kelly. Lovely ball into space, and a great ball it is too. Hampshey's out in front. Hampshey does well to win it. He's under pressure, but he's managed to get away from the attempted tackle. Looked like a foul. Will he come back for it? No, the referee doesn't.
I think he should have come back for it.
I thought it was an advantage there, because when the ball was played in, the Cappagh defence were right on top, and he's awarded the free to the Cappagh men. Ball played across to the far side, and on the right hand side as they come out, the ball's now in the hands of Mark Carr. 1 point apiece. Mark Carr needs to be careful. He does well to avoid any challenge there. Plays the ball inside Owen Kelly. Kelly plays a nice ball down into space, and it's a race on. It's won all the way by the full forward. Ciaran O'Hagan does well, pops the ball inside looking for support. There's a runner coming off the shoulder, but great defensive play by the centre back Luke Cullen, I do believe that was, who come back and covered, but it's a ball into Sheehy. Sheehy plays the ball across to his left, and Cookstown now have a chance to build the pot the ball down into space. Into that space comes the full forward Sean Delvin. Delvin does well, he's out in front, plays the ball off the foot. Looked like a push in the back, and indeed it was. And Ciaran O'Donnell won't be best pleased that the decision went against it, but I think the ref got that one right, John.
Yeah, great work from Monty Donaghy, who's sort of dropping deep here to play a wee bit of sweeping, and Sean Devlin did very well. Sean's 2 years young in this team, and he's playing full forward, like, so he's a player of huge potential.
It's worth mentioning the work that Cookstown are doing at underage level. Great bit of coaching and it's starting to bear fruit.
Well, you know, 20 years ago we were the cream of the crop. You know, there were 7 titles to be handed out at Grade 1 level, and we won 5 of them, beating all 2 finals. But we took our eye off the ball, and we suffered. And our standing in senior football sort of points at.
Yeah, no doubt about that. With Killyclogher, our Cappers on the attack. Chance here now for a score. The strike is high, the strike is good, the strike is over the bar, and corner forward Matty Ho will be delighted with that point. And again, one that Stevie Campbell indicated quite clearly for the advantage, and 7 minutes on the clock. 2 points to 1. Cappagh 2, Cookstown 1. Good, John. Good, entertaining opener. 7 minutes.
Very, very, very entertaining. A great kick out here from Paddy Monaghan, who's got Cookstown on the attack very quickly.
And they're breaking into the Cappagh defence. Michael Hatton. The ball goes to the ground. The referee says that that certainly was a foul on Devlin, and an opportunity for. I can't see him put it over the bar from there, but certainly an opportunity to create something with maybe a short ball or a 1-2. And just looking at it, I like the way that Devlin is watching and he's bouncing and he's moving and he's just turning and twisting and hoping to, if there's a space at all, he'll go for it, try to create something. It's young Michael Hatton with the kick, John, away out on the left hand side as we look at it. And he does the right thing, plays it back into the hands of wing half back Charlie Hawker. Hawker proceeds, and Michael Hatton continues with his attempt to set something up. Hawker now on the attack. Heavy challenge come in there. The referee allowed the play to continue. It was a tough one, but it's Shea Fox who's managed to turn the ball over. The ball still on the ground. It's been fought for and well won by the Cookstown centre half forward, was it? Yeah, yep. It was indeed. The 11, Ronan Devlin, did well there. On the attack now come Cookstown driving forward, and the centre back who's been very, very impressive. Luke Cullen, very good. Sheehy's in possession, plays the ball into the midfielder Callum Kelly. Kelly confident in possession, looks to see what the options are. Cappagh now had dropped back, similar format to the way Cookstown set it up. They didn't give the mark there, and that was the first attempted mark of the evening, but the referee didn't blow it, and the young lad had the wit to play on, which is good to see it. Full forward Sean Devlin, way out from the Cappagh goals, plays the ball back into the hands of Ben Leake. Leake, lovely ball inside to Michael Hatton again. Michael Hatton is very, very lively out there in that corner. Lovely balance, lovely skill, lovely timing. Turns, twists, moves the ball forward. Hawker pops it in now. It's in the hands of the centre half forward, Ronan Devlin. Devlin, will he take the shot? No, works the ball inside. It's in the hands of full forward Devlin. Devlin has a chance of the shot. He's under pressure from two Killyclogher defenders. He manages to break away, but the ball rolls free. And good defensive play by Cappagh. Michael Rafferty there using all his guide, all his pace and all his experience. John, very, very important interception from Rafferty. Yeah,
hallmark of Michael Rafferty. He's great timing on the tackle. You know, I made a New Year's resolution knowing that I wouldn't be criticising the referee, but I think we just should have 3 frees in there.
Well, I think you should have had them just before the start of the game, John, but I'm not too sure if Stevie Campbell is letting a lot go, and out comes Cappagh fullback Sean Kerr. Strong play by the fullback, high challenge, but he manages to win, drive the ball on. Luke Cullen has there using his considerable presence and bulk. The ball's across to centre half back Mark Hart, pops the ball out. Corner back now Shane McCall driving forward. Lovely ball inside. There's a chance here now for Lackman maybe to take the shot. He opts not to. Plays the ball back. The referee judges that one to be a slap on the back of the head. I thought he could have let the play go on there, John.
Yeah, New Year's resolution, no.
Okay. New Year's resolution of the 5th Amendment.
Yeah.
Right, we'll settle for New Year's resolution. Anyway, it's a free to Cappagh, beg your pardon. Caelan O'Hagan is the man. It's about 42 metres out from the Cookstown goal. Looking down, as we say, from right to left here. It's shooting into the town end goals, if you call it that. It's towards the hospital end, shall we say. And Hagan takes 2 steps, strikes it high, it's hanging and it's pulling and it's out wide, and the first wide of the game, and it goes to Cappagh. And those are poor enough considering
Keelan sort of forced it a wee bit. It's probably beyond his range, inside 30 yards. Keelan would be deadly, you know. So he probably thought with a wee bit of breeze behind him, he'd give it a chance.
Yeah, absolutely. It just wasn't the best kick that we've seen from him, but it's a kick out now to Cookstown. Paddy Monaghan in goals, that distinctive hairstyle, shall we say, and wearing a bib to cover the Steelwell jersey. Of course, Steelwell, very prominent employer around Cookstown, and very prominent in terms of support for the Follow Rocks club. Lovely ball played inside. There's a chance here for Devlin to take it. Does indeed. Out he comes. Lovely ball. Cares there, trying to put the pressure on, turn the ball over, but instead he pops a little ball left footed through, and out comes Michael Hatton. He's won every single ball that's been popped out to him. He has a goal, but it sails out, and in case of whatever Cappagh can do, Cookstown can do one wide apiece, John.
Yeah, but from Cookstown point of view, Michael, who also played a bit in the development squad the year younger than these lads, has really started very ready. He's very intelligent, and his cuteness buys up for size, but he's a fantastic prospect.
Yeah, he's an absolute nightmare for a cornerback to mark because he is so elusive. Great ball in the middle of the field. He's won by Potter under pressure, but he manages to get away from the challenge, but he's there with him, tracking every step he goes. Looked like he was pulled. The referee says he was indeed, strong. He's difficult to dispossess because he's such a straight runner, isn't he?
And that was really one for the team there, because when Gavin Potter opens up there, it's very, very, very hard to stop him. The last time I was up here was Cappagh played Arbo in the semi-final in the league, and they run the Bray, and it was the Gavin Potter show. I think he scored a hat-trick that night, and actually scored a couple of goals like that where he bust from the 45 and just carried.
He's certainly a lovely player to watch, and he's a straight line guy. So it's a chance for a free kick, or with a free kick here from Gavin Potter. Cappagh lead 2 points to 1. He strikes it well, the right foot, but it's hanging. It's come off the outside of the right foot, and the ball breaks loose, and out comes the midfielder again, Callum Kelly, who's covering a serious amount of ground for the Father Rocks. He has the ball just outside the D. He manages to offload, finds Cullen, centre back. I'm very, very impressed with him. And this Ryan Nugent as well. Nugent making the run this time. Lovely little ball into space. That option's there all the time. Ball into space. Hatton makes the run, creates a space for us, makes the run into it. And he's on the run. He's coming in across the end line. He's under pressure from the corner back, looking to push in the back. Referee didn't give it, and out comes Cappagh once more. Michael Rafferty in possession, carries the ball the best part of 50 yards. Continue to move, he's motoring through. He's forward beyond the 45 metre line. Manages to get away from that attempted challenge. Pops the ball back, and Kerr is there. And out comes the left half back, Ronan Tague. Tague did well, but it was actually a good tackle. Che Fox there got dispossessed, and that looked like certainly a heavy enough challenge. Stevie Campbell's going to take a wee note, and the free kick is awarded to Cookstown. He's having a wee word. No, just a note of the number. Cappagh lead 2 points to 1. Not high scoring, but certainly entertaining, John, considering, and we talked about the possibility that there'd be a wee bit of ring rusty. Well, this man certainly not ring rusty.
No, and the quality's been very good. You know, both teams are working on, and it's intelligent football. It's not been humped in just to see what's going to happen.
Absolutely not. There's certainly method and planning there. Rafferty doesn't take it at the first time of asking, but he pops it up second time. He's under pressure, he's deep inside his own 20 metre line. Plays the hand pass out, finds Rory McKinney. McKinney attempts to get it from it, but a good challenge once again. Excellent play by the centre half forward, Ronan Devlin. Good player, Ronan Devlin, Joe.
Ronan's very classy. If Ronan concentrates, because the game can get past him, but when Ronan's on his game, he can hit some incredible scores, and he can see incredible passes. He's a real talent.
Well, the ball inside Michael Hatton is a man who knows how to score and how to take a pass. Create a lovely ball inside. There's a chance here for Devlin, but excellent play, good work there from Che Fox. Che Fox go back and covered, and Rafferty's there to help him relieve the pressure. Out comes Cohern now, the centre back. Lovely hand pass across, continues the run. There's a chance here now for Kerr, the full back, to move the ball further forward. Instead finds McCall comes off the shoulder. He's driving forward under pressure, but he gets away from the first attempted challenge. He's across the 65 metre line. He's deep inside the Cookstown defensive ball inside now, looking for the full forward. The full forward has it. O'Higgins, what he hits the shot. Oh my goodness, what a great effort, but just to the left of the post and wide. So Cookstown got out of jail there.
Well,
pushing the back.
Seamus Derby.
1982, Seamus Derby. Oh my goodness, black and white television and slow motion action replays, all those days, all those years ago.
There definitely was a wee bit of encouragement from Gill on Matty McCann.
I think it was indeed. Is that the water break?
That's the water break.
I'd almost forgotten about the water break. Folks, it's 2 points to 1. We're coming live to you here tonight from Ballinamullen. Lovely evening. The sun's just setting out to our left right here. Pitch is in fantastic shape. There's a huge crowd somewhere about the town, but they're not here. We are we're certainly, there's a dearth of spectators as we expected, following the guidelines from the
it's just like an Irish League game.
There's far more people here than that, but the football's good, the entertainment certainly is good, and we can have no cause for complaints. And of course the Mac AV guys are doing a great job. Jimmy and Kieran down here. Kieran has promised us coffee and buns at half time. Looking forward to that.
Sounds good.
Absolutely. Scoreboard out on the right hand side, as I say, Dymac, the big name on it, and Dymac, who just we look out in this pitch, John. Immaculate. It's the sort of place, I was going to say you could play golf, but there's nowhere you could play golf.
Absolutely.
We'll leave that till another day. Anyway, 2 points to 1. And in terms of time, John, how are we? We have 15 minutes? 16 and a half minutes, and the water break is now complete. And the restart will be a kick out down below us to the left, and the Paddy Monaghan, the Cookstown goalkeeper, will restart this one. And Stevie Campbell just giving the indication. Clock and whistle together, not to start till he's ready.
The good thing about this is the main players in both teams are featuring prominently already. You know, there's going to be a titanic tussle in here with Gavin Potter and Luke Cullen. Luke Cullen's a Rolls Royce of a player. He just takes everything at his pace, but he's very deceptive. He just gets there and then makes the ball tick. But then again, he's going to have to be on his game because we know the damage that Gavin Potter can do, and Gavin started very strong as well.
He certainly has. The question will be, on account of the absence of intense games and training and so on, will both of them last the pace? That'll be the interesting one.
That's very true.
Ball played up forward, but Rafferty reads the situation. Doesn't take the best solo in the world, but he's still in possession, just in the middle of the field, but out on the right hand side. Cappagh here have build up of players over here, and the ball comes across towards us here. Ronan Teague in possession on the stand side here now as he drives forward, plays a wee ball inside. Lovely ball that it is indeed, and a chance there for the shot. Instead, it's been recycled back to Potter. Potter is about 30 metres out, strikes to the right foot, and that is sailing high and sailing over the bar. And excellent score from Gavin Potter. And John, if you saw that in a senior match, you say that was a very, very well hit and very, very confidently struck ball.
No, he's an immense talent. You know, he just makes things look so easy. And as I say, Luke Cullen is a really good player. Paddy's caught here.
Caught indeed. Ciarán O'Donnell going forward. He's going to continue the run. The chances here for a score. Will he take it? He takes it indeed. Oh, what a lovely, lovely bit of play. Ciarán O'Donnell, had to say, John, just as you were talking, I was watching him. He was watching the goalkeeper. The keeper hit the kick out. He spotted it. He anticipated it, and he got in and got it. Took the run through and sticks it to the back of the net, and that is a great restart for Cappagh. 19 minutes on the clock, and that is a massive, massive score in the context of this game. Huge
score. And you know, we've seen players going one-on-one with keepers and blasting and things like that. It was such a cool chip finish into the
very, very confident. I thought that he might lay the ball off to the full forward, but instead he opted to go himself, and he makes it 1-3 to your point. The chance now for another goal here, is there? Oh, heavy challenge, but Potter, brilliant tackle. What a timely tackle from Sheehy, I think it was. Just dispossessed him
just in time. I think it was Matty Donaghy got the hand in, and Ben Leake then swept him to pick the ball. But Cookstown need the next score very quickly.
They do indeed, and there's a chance here now as midfielder Callan Kelly in possession, plays the ball out to his right, and in that position is the wing half back Charlie Hawker. Hawker under pressure manages to get the ball away, and he faces quite a large collection of dark blue jerseys there, as Cappagh have not say retreated, but they certainly have a defensive formation going presently, and the coaches are encouraging them to step up to the kicker. The ball's in the hands of centre half forward Ronan Delvin. Delvin plays a lovely ball through to Sheehy. Sheehy has advanced considerably, pops the ball out and down that right hand side, that left hand side, and a chance for the corner back. Plays the ball and that looked to be touched to the ground, but the referee said no. And young Kerr comes out, does well, wins that battle. He's done well to win that one. Out he comes, Sean Kerr, Cappagh full back, lovely ball inside. The chance here now for the midfielder to play it forward. The ball is driven through by Shay Fox, won at the first time of asking by Matty Ho. Challenges, or comes away with the ball under pressure, but does well, but still good defensive covering by the Cookstown men, and they turn it over. Cullen now in possession, plays the ball, nice strong hand pass across. Sheehy 30 metres away, plays the ball back. Chance here now for Cookstown to build. They find a bit of space down on the left hand side, but a great challenge, good tackle and good hard work there from the full forward Caleb O'Hagan, but Cookstown retrieve and recycle the ball. There's a chance now for centre half forward Ronan Delvin to make some use of it. Plays the ball back to Ryan Nugent, and the pace is slackened slightly. And good challenge by Rafferty. Rafferty did well to get the hand in there. There's Cookstown are sort of cut there, John, aren't they?
I think we need Ronan the other side, closer to the attacking 45, because he can't really dictate from there. If he, you know, when he get the ball, he's not going to do the same level of damage that he can do in the field, and he's probably playing too deep.
Yeah, the other thing is maybe worth pointing out is that Cappagh have 4 or 5 players who are working as a group and putting serious pressure on the man in possession in that middle third, while keeping the defensive shape at the same time.
That's right, and they're working very hard. They're rotating here. Matty Howe has to be Ho has to be complimented on his movement. You know, even for the Ciarán O'Hagan goal chance, it was his movement that
created the chance,
created the space.
Created the space, indeed. Matty Ho did very, very well, but Cookstown have broken the guard. And driving forward now, young Sheehy just inside the 45 metre line, plays the ball, clips it inside. Out the challenge comes, and out this time comes a Cappagh corner back, and Cappagh corner back, of course, is Sean Broderick, and he's had his hands full. And that time the ball rolls away from him under pressure from the full forward Sean Devlin, as a sideline ball to Cookstown between the 13 and the 20 metre line. And a chance here for Cookstown to, as you say, John, to respond.
Yeah, we just need to just play a wee bit of football in the Cappagh half at this stage.
22 minutes almost on the clock.
Yeah, there's a wee bit of a breeze here, but the right man has it here now.
Absolutely, Michael Hutton does well, pops the ball out. A chance for Kelly to swing one in. He does indeed, and he swings
Kel's
it
a great
well.
option too.
No, absolutely brilliant ball, a lovely little 1-2, and Callum Kelly is the man who benefited. Cookstown is the team who benefits, and with 22 minutes on the clock, and now the scoreboard reads 1-3 to Cappagh and not 2 to Follow Rocks. Free kick awarded to young Cairn in the centre half back position, and he plays the ball back to Michael Rafferty. Rafferty's got that nice languid style that he has. Doesn't appear to be going particularly fast, but he certainly knows how to hit the spaces, find the spaces as goes first and hit them second, and he's on the run as he's chased back by the full forward. He continues to drive forward. There's a chance for a man inside him. Will he take it? He pops the ball out. No, it takes 2 bounces, I thought. Strikes it high, or strikes it low and out to the left. He probably should have laid that ball off, John.
He thought about giving it, and then he said it sort of opened up for him. It's not like him. He's usually more accurate when he's in there.
Yeah, but he certainly put a lot of effort into that run. He needs to get back to attend to his defensive responsibilities. And the scoreboard away out to our right, 1-3 to 2 points. Cappagh lead 4 points in it, in old money, as they say. And Paddy Monaghan, the Cookstown goalkeeper, has had to pick one out of the net so far. With the kick out, looking to see. Strikes it with the right. Out of that left hand side it goes, and a great take. Lovely fetch, a lovely catch by the centre half forward, Ronan Devlin. The mark taken, ball played up. Michael Hutton's coming forward. He's under pressure from Sean Broderick. Broderick this time has won the challenge, and the sideline ball has been taken quickly. Callum Kelly's inside. Will he get away? He does indeed. Excellent challenge by McCall, the cornerback. Brilliant bit of reading of the play. Excellent dispossession, and Cappagh now build from the back. Centre half forward, Mark Horn on the ball. Plays the ball out to Potter. Potter takes a wee look to see what his options are. It's a straight line by the looks of things. Plays the ball inside. Who's first to it? Excellent bit of play by the full forward O'Hagan. Did well, used his body, used his shape, and plays the ball back out. Chance now for the score. Not the best shot in the world. Looks like a good pass, but Potter hangs it in the net. And I have to say, Rory McKinney will take the credit for the pass. Potter will take the credit for the goal, but credit must go to the full forward O'Hagan 2-for-1 on that ball.
Yeah, just that wee bit of sharpness, and we just can't let the ball go into Gavin Potter and that danger zone, because he's not going to miss. And
the interesting thing, John, is that 30 seconds ago, Cookstown were in a very, very advanced position, and it was a challenge from Sean Broderick that turned the ball over. I
think that's our first point. That we talked about. The first game back. If Callan had a couple of games under the belt, Sean McCall wouldn't have been catching Callan. It'd have been gone. And it was probably just early in the season. Yeah,
absolutely. It does make a difference with Cappagh on the attack again. A lovely step inside. Looked to have taken one or too many steps, but he manages to get the shot away. Matty Ho that time, but the ball sails out to the right and wide. I have down 4 wides. I don't know if you are keeping a wee tally on the wides, John, but in terms of time, we're talking about 25 minutes now.
Yeah, we're 25 in the clock.
25 in the clock. 2 goals and 3 points to Cappagh, 2 points to Follow Rocks. The breeze is significant. It may not appear that, but just looking at those flags, there's a fair wee breeze blowing, and Paddy Monaghan is still striking the ball well on the kicker.
No, Paddy's a great kick, and there's accuracy to it too. He's picking out men. He knows where he's trying to ping men. Yeah. Let's hope we can hit our targets.
Great kick out, high into the middle. Up they rise. Potter goes, the ball breaks, and he's forced to it. There's a chance there maybe to pop it on to the wing half back. Indeed, Rafferty has it. There's a chance here now. If he steps inside, will he step inside? No, he plays the ball across. Probably a wee bit too high at the time. But
Cialan
O'Hagan. It was Potter that won the ball in the middle field. Rafferty took it from him, and O'Hagan hangs it up. And that is a fine score, and 3 to 2 points, John. That's the sort of one could knock us heartily just as you head towards half time.
I hope this wind really picks up now. But just on the move, the 3 boys that we didn't really want to be involved in it were all there. Yeah. Gavin Potter picks the ball up. He feeds Michael Raff on the overlap, and when Cialan O'Hagan's in goal, he usually finishes what he did there.
And do you think Rafferty learned something from the last time?
There was no doubt in it. When Keely O'Hagan's in there, he's always going to give it.
He certainly did that, and the ball very well done. Good break in the middle of the field from Shea Fox, but the ball runs free and is picked up confidently by Charlie Hawker. Hawker, nice ball control, good strong runner with the ball as well. Plays the ball out to the wing half forward. Matthew Donaghy is forced to step back, but he plays a good long pass inside, looking for the run, and the run is there. The full forward, Sean Devlin, manages to find a man, young Michael Hatton, struggling under pressure, and he's going to take the free. He's taking the free quick. There's a chance here for a goal. Yes, great. Oh, brilliant save! What a save! What an absolutely superb save by the keeper. That was absolutely outstanding, John.
Great thinking from Michael, and Dara Quinn was very quick to give the ball back to him, and we did everything right. He stepped around the keeper, except the keeper read it and got a great handle.
Great handed indeed. That was a cert goal, but brilliant play by the goalkeeper Conor White. He hasn't really been busy at all, apart from 1 or 2 kickers, but that was a huge moment in the game. Sean Broderick does well, or Sean Kerr, beg your pardon, does well, bursts forward, and will Cappagh punish them. He managed to take advantage from the previous attack. This time they strike it high, this time they strike it over the bar, and Michael Rafferty punishes. Cookstown will be kicking themselves because they really and truly, John, that should have been a goal for them, and instead the scoreline there reads 3-4 to 0-2. 28 minutes on the clock. Lovely point from Cappagh, but
yeah, the goal was a big opportunity. The first 15, Michael Raff was pretty quiet there, but he certainly stopped us.
He's starting to come into it.
He's starting to dictate from the half-back line, which was very worrying.
Yeah, lovely catch in the middle of the field by the Cookstown lads. Ball played inside, looking for the corner forward. Keegan Hampsey does well, wins the ball inside. There's a chance here now. What's the referee going to do? He's going to take the free kick back.
Come on,
he's going to take the free kick back to the 45-metre line. Well, young Hampsey and young Michael Hatton have a lovely understanding.
Great movement between the two lads. Like that's a ridiculous decision.
Folks are coming live here this evening from Cappagh, from Ballinamullen, courtesy of Mike AV. Delighted here, yourself and John, be with you here to bring the commentary, live commentary. Good game, great to be back at GA activities, and it's been a long wait, and we're certainly enjoying this one. Callum Kelly will enjoy it even more if he can strike this one over the bar. Looks at the post, he's about 40 metres out, strikes it left foot, well hit, it's dropping in, flick to the hand, over the bar. It is indeed. Is that a 45? No, it says it's over the bar.
I think that was Ronan Devlin got his fist.
It was Ronan Devlin got his fist hit indeed, and that narrows the gap somewhat. Ronan Devlin with the fisted point with 29?
Yeah, just coming 29 now.
29 minutes on the clock. Shane McCall in possession, plays the ball to Mark Cahart. Cahart doesn't take it the first time of asking, but manages to get down, gets at it, and does very, very well to one possession. Plays the ball back to Shane McCall. McCall back to Cahart. Cahart again in possession, does well. Pops the ball out to Kerr, and off he goes. Will he play it? He does indeed. Plays the ball out wide, and there's a chance here now for McKinney to play the ball inside. Lovely pass indeed. Just picked off the toes by Ho plays the ball forward. Chance here now for Owen Kelly to work something. He's under serious pressure, and the ball is turned over. Cookstown do well, and McKinney's coming back to put the pressure on, but Cullen does well. The centre back, the Cookstown centre back, out wide here on the right hand side, 45 metres out from their own goal now. Colin Sheehy pops the ball out to the midfielder Kelly. They're still deep inside their own half, but off goes Kelly. Clean pair of heels he shows to Owen Kelly. He's driving forward, but he's gone to ground, slipped there on the surface. Did well to manage to offload the ball at all. Ball comes back into the hands of Ryan Nugent. Nugent under pressure finds the corner back. Dara Quinn, I do believe that is it? Lovely ball
that
inside.
Long ball in from Conchigi.
And the referee this time awards the free. And I think Sean Broderick, there's not much else Sean Broderick can do with because you've got to tussle physically, John, to impose yourself against a corner forward of young Michael Hatton's class.
Michael's shown for everything, and he's winning everything, and he probably should be getting a few more frees in there. But kicks this one, keeps the confidence up, and we have the win in the second half.
And keeps the scoreboard ticking. And indeed, Michael Hatton with his second score of the game, and Cookstown's fourth.
But from a Cookstown point of view, we have 4 under 14s from last year starting here. So there's great promise with this team. There's these Cappagh lads will be slightly more seasoned. So it's a great learning experience for some of these boys, and especially you never know an early goal to start a second half and things can change very quickly.
No question about it. I mean, youth football's like that. The score at half time is merely an indicator of return, shall we say, for effort, but there you are. This was the sort of thing here where the ball is turned over, John, and suddenly, Cookstown found that in 10 minutes ago when they failed to take advantage, put the ball dead. Cappagh down the field and scored a couple of goals and a couple of points, and now Cookstown have a chance to do the same. The full forward, Sean Devlin driving forward, plays the ball back into wing half forward, Ryan Nugent's hands. Nugent pops the ball out to the 7, the wing half back. Charlie Hawker. Hawker driving forward. Finds the big midfielder, Ben Leake. He's been quiet, I have to say. He's under pressure from 2 or 3 Cappagh men. Referee Stevie Campbell right beside it, awards a free. And this is one just as we head towards half time. 32 minutes almost on the clock. No indication of additional time. Of course, there's no fourth official of this match. But a chance here now for Michael Hutton maybe to work a 1-2 or, 32 minutes on the clock. We look 3-4 to 4 points. Goals, one match, as they say, John. Goals certainly separate the teams at this stage.
Certainly. And again, I suppose Michael steps up.
Kicks it high. Just kicks it out to the left this time and wide, and the referee blows a half time whistle. 3-4 to 4 points. Is it a fair reflection, John, on what we've watched?
Well, ultimately, Cappagh lads that took their chances. They finished them, and Cookstown had a couple of chances and didn't take them. We're a wee bit worried here. We have Ronan Devlin down here getting a wee bit of treatment here, which would be a big blow to Cookstown, especially playing with a wee bit of breeze in the second half.
Yeah, 1 or 2 stats. John, in terms of... Yeah, Cookstown 2 goals, 2 kickouts led directly to goals. 1 all. And Killyclogher certainly seems to be dominating, and the wind making, I suppose, a bit of a difference there, because the Cookstown kickouts are under a certain amount of pressure with both teams. Okay, there we have it. Thank you very much. Well, folks, there we are, half time. Jimmy, will hand back to you. John and I will go and get some of this richly promised coffee that Mr. McDonald talked about, and we'll bring you all the second half in association with Mike AV, and the half time score 3-4 to 4 points. Cappagh lead.
Welcome everybody back to Ballinamullen here as we see the Cookstown team coming and rejoining their positions. Cappagh are already there. Cookstown are going to play with a slight breeze and they'll be hoping for a great start in the second half. Stephen Campbell, referee from Stewartstown, with the ball in his hand. Waiting for the ball. Callan Kelly's not happy with that one.
Yeah, folks, you're very welcome back for the start of the second half. Half-time score 3-4 to 0-4. Cappagh leading, and a lot of discussion over the half-time was how well Cookstown would start the second half. They started well, didn't it? Young Kelly has won the throw-in, and the ball is popped inside. Michael Hutton tries to get to it. The one thing, John, they have to be careful of here is where the ball outruns the forwards.
That's it. You know, they have to be just the way they started the first 10 minutes. They were patient and were picking the right options. Then the scoreboard sort of dictates you start putting pressure on yourself and forcing the issue.
Forcing the issue is right, and the long ball will be grand as long as it's targeted. Is that
that's Callan Kelly?
Callan Kelly has gone down.
What should be worrying here now from a Cookstown point of view?
Was him delivered that last ball? I wonder did he actually maybe hurt his groin or something as he kicked it. He certainly looks to be a wee bit of pain there. Anyway, as we look out, it's great, John, to be back at the football. It's great to have the GA activities back, and it's great to have, even though we're obviously no supporters at the matches, it's just great to have young fellas and girls out playing again and competing.
Oh, without a doubt. You know, they've only been back 2 or 3 weeks, but already you see the spirits and people. You know, everybody's in better form and with the hope, and this is a fantastic that people are in their homes and still fit to see this game, which is tremendous. And likewise tomorrow, when the games are there, it's very, very difficult for parents not to be fit to watch this game. You know, if this is grade 1 semi-finals, and you know they take them to the training, they take them to away matches and things like that there, and unfortunately due to the restrictions they can't be here. But this is the next best thing.
Next best thing indeed, and thanks to Cappagh, who are bringing the coverage tonight. Lovely ball aside. Young McKinney goes for it, or Potter, beg your pardon, does well. Under pressure, 2 men calling at him, trying to grab, but he doesn't manage to stop him. Plays the ball out, rolls down that right hand side, or the left hand side to Ronan Take, plays the ball back to him. Gavin Potter in possession, looks very assured, looks very composed, and pops the ball across, but not the best pass in the world. It should have been taken at the first time of asking, but it wasn't. McKinney dives on it, the ball looks to be picked off the ground. The referee's allowed the play to continue. The ball is there to be won. It's won by the goal scorer O'Donnell, does very well, pops the ball back to McCall, and the attempt to drive that ball forward comes off the outside of the right foot and sails out for a sideline ball. 2.5 minutes almost played in the second half. We've got the clock up and running, thank goodness, and a chance here now for Cookstown to build. The ball played forward. McCall doesn't get his hands up, but the very, very willing run of Mark Cappagh manages to get there, and turns the ball over back to Potter. Potter playing somewhat deeper. John has got a sweeping remit in the second half, do you think?
Yeah, maybe what we have, we hold sort of thing. You know, I think Cookstown are going to have to push Callan Kelly a wee bit, and Ronan Devlin also, you know, further forward to see get into it. Can we get scores on the boards at an early stage and maybe force a wee bit of pressure on this lads?
Ask a few questions. Well, anyway, good ball inside, but this time it's young Kerr who turned it over there. He did very, very well. McKinney's in possession, looks to have overcarried, still retaining possession. It wasn't a big pardon, it was Owen Kelly, did well there, pops the ball out. The chance here now for Cappagh to build. Rafferty plays a lovely ball across inside, and unfortunately from Cappah's point of view, Ciaran O'Higgin just didn't hold on to that one. Kieran O'Donnell keeps the pressure on, but Cookstown retained one possession back, and Matthew McCann it is. He plays the ball down the right hand side, and in that space where he is the centre back Luke Cullen, a big rangy strong player. Under pressure, back of the Cappagh defenders. The ball is there. There's still no call from the sideline. I see some of the Cookstown mentors calling for a sideline ball, but they're not the linesman. Referee's not happy with that, John. I don't know what the situation is. Has he awarded free, or has he indicated?
I think Cookstown lad is down for treatment, so I think he's going to stop the play and give Cappagh
an indirect free. But he'll have to wait. The play won't be restarted again. Is he going to throw this up? I'm not sure he knows.
He is going to throw it up.
Interesting decision there. Chance here now for Cookstown to regain possession. Shea Fox walks across to compete. Michael Rafferty's there to compete. Cullen, Kelly, and also there. It's been won by Cookstown. Played in. And he's going to take it. McCall rises, but the ball spills from his hands. And good bit of play by Michael Hatton, but a fabulous, well-timed challenge by Michael Rafferty. But it's been turned over again. Michael Hatton, lovely ball inside. There's a chance here now for a goal from Cookstown. Lovely spin and turn, but once again, keeper does very, very well. But again, John, I suppose that was hit at him.
Yeah, it's unlike Keegan. Keegan usually has great composure in front of goals, and again, it's another half chance that we could have been doing with.
But a brilliant save from Conor White. That's the second of the game. 2 goal-bound chances, shall we say, but a very, very, very well stopped and well saved shot from the Cappagh goalkeeper. Scoreline remains 3-4 to 4 points. 5 minutes of the second half gone, and as we expected, John, we were going to see more attacking play from Cookstown. Thus far, no reward, but the chances are coming.
Well, that's it, and if they keep being patient and the right men keep getting the ball, you know, there's always that chance. Always
that chance indeed. Down below us here, Mark Cahan has moved out from centre half back, and he needs to be careful not to leave the middle wide open, because that's the sort of one that a team like Cookstown could punish you on. Goalkeeper White takes the kick out, or the free kick, I beg your pardon, and it's been picked up by young Hampsey. He does well, pops the ball inside, but a great block by the full-back here. Ball's on the ground, it's won by the Cookstown men. Ball popped back out to the centre half forward. Ronan Delvin strikes it well, and strikes it over the bar, and the comeback is on.
Ronan's more than capable of that. It was just in the right zone. He stepped in and struck it very confidently.
He certainly did. Not 5 plays 3-4, and there are 6 minutes of the second half gone. Cookstown starting to push further up on the kick out, starting to put Cappagh under a bit more pressure, ask a few more questions of them, and at the same time Cookstown have a floater round the back who's making sure that the house is kept tidy and tight. Ball into the middle of the field. Great hands, great take indeed by Potter. Does very, very well. That was a superb bit of fielding in the middle of the field by the centre half forward. Lovely ball played forward into the hands of O'Hagan. O'Hagan has a chance. He's under pressure, but good tackling, but he wants to win the ball back. Will he build or will he shoot? Under pressure, pops the ball out. Chance here now for Cappagh to build, create something. Young Teague plays the ball in. Potter's there again on the end of it. Great bit of tackling there by the centre half back. The ball is on the ground. Cappagh in possession. They've done very, very well, but it looked as if, I might be wrong on this, but I thought that Luke Cullen was fouled there. It should have been a free out to Cookstown. Michael Rafferty in possession. He comes across the 45-metre line looking to see what his options are. There's a man inside if he opts to go for him. He spots the run. Lovely ball inside to the midfielder, but this one's clipped over, and it's Lachlan Meenan, his first shot of the game. And unfortunately, from Cappah's point of view, that one has sailed wide. Their first wide of the second half. 7.5 minutes almost played. Cookstown having to defend, and Michael Rafferty has a drop back now. Interesting to see how Paddy Mullen gets on with the kickouts the second half, John, because his kickouts in the first half were extremely accurate and quite long. That's a decent kick. High into the middle of the field. Again, he doesn't get to it, instead it falls kindly into the hands of Ryan Nugent. Nugent pops the ball out wide. Hampsey makes the run. The ball is out wide on the right hand side. The Cookstown man does well to retain possession. Pops the ball back into the hands of Matthew Donaghy. Donaghy under pressure retains possession. Keegan Hampsey there to support him. Hampsey plays a lovely ball inside. Will that be a mark? It will indeed. No, it won't. Actually, it does well. It's a brilliant bit of defensive play by Sean Broderick. That is absolutely top class cornerback play. And once again, ball's there to be fought for. The tempers flared a wee bit there. It's unnecessary.
And really,
I don't know.
It's really going on, right?
Nothing. Anyway, second half so far, we've had 1 point for Cookstown, 5 points. 3-4 plays 5 points, and but I will the referee is going to have a wee word, I'm sure, with 1 or 2 players following that, and I think there'll be a card or 2 issued, John.
Yeah, we had 1 card just a few minutes ago for Ryan Nugent, but I feel there'll be a few more cards they start here in a moment.
Yeah, I think Lachlan Mina could be on the receiving end of a red one. He needs to be very, very careful. But
I would be very surprised if this isn't red.
Well, Stevie, I think Stevie will have a wee bit of work to do. It's a straight red card.
Straight red.
Yeah, straight red card for the Cappagh midfielder. So disappointing end to his evening. And is there anybody else who's going to is asking some of the Cappagh management to take themselves off? And he's unhappy with what has been said to him by. Yeah, he's told. I don't know who it is. Can't see from here, but some have been asked to step outside the sideline. Cappagh now lead 3-4 to 5 points, but they're a man down, and the referee is going to restart the game with a free to Cookstown. And the free is taken quickly by Callum Kelly. Plays the ball across.
That's called Cheeky.
Cheeky, good play by the wing half back. Plays the ball inside. The young Cahan has gone back to sweep it on the edge of the square and did well. Finds Shane McCall. McCall does well to carry the ball out. There's a chance here now for Cookstown to put a bit of pressure on, but Teague does well to win that ball indeed. And Kelly's there to offer, beg your pardon, it's not. Shea Fox is there to offer a bit of support. And over carried a wee bit, but
Stephen's been very generous in the steps.
Very generous in the steps indeed. The referee's got away, plays the ball inside into space, and who will be the first to react to that one? It looks like a lovely play by O'Hagan. Did very, very well. Got the ball out to Ho. Ho under pressure. Manages to find O'Hagan again. O'Hagan does well. He's under pressure. Plays a lovely ball across to make a Rafferty. Rafferty steps. Oh, he stepped into
the
physical challenge. I think that both players will require a wee bit of treatment there. I think the young Leak there may become off second best in that one, John.
Yeah, no, that was a very, very physical encounter, and again, we talked earlier in the first half, that's taking one for the team, because if Michael has stepped inside, the goal was on. The goal was on.
Absolutely. But there's a free to Cappagh, just on the 13-metre line. Am I right in saying it? Looks like on the 13-metre line, and the referee's going to have a wee word with some of the Cookstown players. He's indicated that I think he may be having a chat with Ben Leake when this is over.
I think
3-4 plays not 5. 11 minutes gone in the second half.
You know, this is if Cookstown should show a wee bit more ambition and push up and use the extra man, because just, you know, prior to that, Cappagh had sort of maybe retreated a wee bit more. We have what we hold, sort of thing. You know, and invited Cookstown on. Now this will be more interesting now, because Cookstown now have the extra man, and if they can play the same intelligence at the start of the game, but this could get interesting. Absolutely.
As we said earlier, the next score is hugely important, and a chance here. Is that Gavin Potter?
That's Gavin Potter.
Eyesight, and you obviously got the glasses on. I would need binoculars from here. But Michael Rafferty's back up on his feet. Looks to be okay. Physio is finished, and no cards issued. Gavin Potter clips it in and clips it over the bar, and Cappah's first point of the second half. And Gavin Potter makes it 3 goals, 5 points to 5 points, and he'll be happy with that one. The Cappagh men will be delighted that they have managed to at least get their first score of the second half. Ball in the middle of the field, and excellent play by Ronan Teague. Did well to get his hand to that one. That looks heavy challenge there. Referee allows young Potter to pick himself up at the ground. He looks to see what his options are, and plays it back and across and into the hands of Michael Rafferty. Rafferty very composed on the ball, but he needs to make sure that he's going forward, not going back, because it's a man down. They're going to invite Cookstown on, and they could pay a price, but off he goes. Shows a clean pair of heels to the 2 defenders with him. Finds the ball for Owen Kelly, pops the ball, continues to run, does well to work into the space. He's just on the 13-metre line, plays the ball across. The chance here now for O'Hagan, when he's on his left foot. He turns back to Rafferty, and Rafferty sticks it over the bar. And John, quality player.
He's great balance, you know, and a deceptive turn of pace. You know, he looked like he was getting swallowed up here, and Ronan Devlin went to close him, and he just went at overdrive, and then he's still there. A lot of defenders, when they seen the ball going to Keelan O'Hagan, the full forward, they said my job's done, but you know, Keelan was forced out in his weaker foot, and Michael Roth was there to take the return pass that he set up, and takes a great score.
Absolutely, and a great bit of play by Carn, centre. defence and brilliant bit of play. Excellent full back play. Sean Kirby, hugely impressed by him. And young McCall, those two guys in the full back. Once again, the left hand forward, Rory McKinney in possession. Nice ball. Pressure from the Cookstown lane. Ball goes to ground. Under pressure. Managed to take it over.
Long ball here from Mega Rafferty.
Hagan has it, takes the full back on, drives forward, drives past, inside, touch the goal, and fine play for
Keane was very much a confidence player. When Keane gets the ball, he really loves the ambition of taking on challenging full-backs. Usually deadly, which surprised me. He missed the one in the first half. You don't give him options like that there.
Yeah, absolutely. Ball played, great kick out indeed, but it's gone right into the hands of centre half-back Cappagh. O'Donnell in possession now. Chance for Cappagh to build from the back. Confident play. Young Cappagh driving across, looking for support there. Rafferty's a great outlet, John, isn't he? Because he just he positions himself that anything running around in the middle of the field and needs to be fed back, he's there to take it.
He's just an uncanny now reading the game, especially for somebody. You have to realise these are under 16s.
Absolutely.
From last year, and he's an uncanny, and he always was fit to do that. He was always putting himself in the right position. He always fit to get the hand in.
Absolutely, and I see another heavy challenge coming that time. Actually, Rafferty was involved in that one, but good full back play once again. Excellent play by young Broderick. Super stuff. Potter again takes the ball. Such a lovely evasive play from him, and away he goes, driving forward through the middle. He's just 8 yards up as he's crossing, and he's got 5 kicks in there. And he's taking quite a bit of punishment, and he still has possession, and he's still on the road. I think there was a bit of a challenge there. Come in, John.
I think if Ben Nick was a good first one.
Score. 4-6 to not 5. Cappagh leading 16 minutes in the second half gone. And Ben Leake's going to pick up a card, John, I think.
Yeah.
And I think frustration for Ben Leake. Yellow card. He loves a yellow card, I think. But anyway, Cookstown, they didn't get that rapid fire start that they needed for the second half, and now they've decided, I think they're taking the corner back. Dara Quinoff,
coming off the Dara would be a great defender, but at this stage when he scores, young Dara McHugh's coming out and under 14 from last year.
Makes it 4-8.
Check here now.
4-7. Score 4-7, and we'll check that. And see where we are. Like a referee certainly made it 3-6.
Keelan's last 3 minutes 4-7.
4-7. Back it goes to the corner back. Shane McCall very composed in the possession. Hard tightly, made himself available for the ball. Back to the centre half back. He's looking very elegant there as he crosses 45-metre line off the ball back to the ball back. Killyclogher varies forward pass. Big we seem to be having a wee bit of a problem with the sound, folks. Apologies that with it. But seems to be letting us down a wee bit there now. And it's Shane McCall in possession, driving forward, looked to be pulled to the ground. He was indeed. Referee Stevie Campbell awards the free. And Cappagh now with 19 minutes on the clock, 4-7 to not 5, in a very strong position, John.
Yeah, young McCall's a very comfortable player. He's very stylish and he's moving. In the old days, you do corner back and that's your stopper and all that thing. This doesn't happen now. Both teams have footballers all over the pitch now. Yeah. They're all very comfortable either side and things like that. Particularly young McCall, he's hadn't been an excellent outlet coming from the full back line.
Absolutely, and he's done his job defensively as well, where he's had to win the one-on-ones, and he's been very good in that. Rory McKinney driving forward, over carry, the referee says. And I suppose with 11 minutes to go, you can give those decisions. And that's certainly the referee's moving the ball forward here now. And the chance for Cookstown to, well, not be happy with the fact that the performance hasn't reflected the effort that they put in, or that the performance, the scoreboard, I beg your pardon, hasn't reflected the effort they put in. 4-7 to not 5. They are trailing, and balls like that tend to be buns to a bear. But this time, brilliant play by Keegan Hampsey. High challenge, possibly a booking, but nothing more than that, I think.
Just turned into it. Again, if Callan had got inside, it would have been interesting. But Mark Horgan was making sure that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, absolutely not. He took a heavy challenge there to young Kelly. He's gone, but he's picked himself up and shook himself down, and off he goes again. And Cookstown have a chance here. Keegan Hampsey probably will take this free kick. A chance here now for a score. Another sub coming on the Cookstown side. The number 9, Ben Leake, who picked up a yellow card there about 3 minutes ago, has been replaced.
And that's Billy Scott coming in there.
Billy Scott, and we were expecting him to come on.
Yeah, Billy can play the edge of the square. He would be a hard working midfielder, but he also can do damage to the edge of the square. So I think we'll probably be a wee bit more aerial.
There's an aerial one there, high ball in from Keegan Hampsey, but this time it's tailed out to the left and wide, and not many wides the Cookstown have hit the second half, I have to say. Will that be their first wide, John?
That would be, and it's we're just going for the water break here.
Water break now as we head into the closing 10 minutes, but I'm sure there'll be 1 or 2 minutes of additional time. Cappagh are trailing in terms of numbers. They're one man down. It's 14 against 15 following a red card just earlier in the second half, but the scoreline reads 4-7 to not 5. There's no doubt about it. The quality of the goals and the quality of the saves are 2 things that are worth mentioning, John.
That's right. Again, we focused on the players before they stopped at it. That Cookstown should have been watching out for, and there, the Gavin Potters, the Killyclogher, particularly Michael Rafferty, have dictated more so than. And in saying that, Luke Cullen's done very well, and Mally Howe is a handful in the corner forward, very movement. But young Ryan Eccles, who's a son of the late Oma St Anne's star Barry, this is great education.
Absolutely.
Ryan's 14. So that's powerful experience for the lad. He's in there and he's battling away.
Yeah, absolutely.
And this from, it was great to win the Fela, and it was great because we needed the boosts in the club. And the thing about this is, it gives these lads the confidence to go and play in Grade 1 football. And this is where you learn. Okay, sometimes you take beatings, but you certainly learn more from these than any training sessions are going down.
No question.
Playing teams in Grade 2, because it's a false dawn. This shows you where you're at. And as you said, if we had taken our chances either side of half time, you just don't know what happens, what sort of spurt. So again,
and the 2 key saves from Killyclogher, our Cappagh keeper Conor White, massive moments in the game.
Have been massive because they come at such crucial times.
Yeah, absolutely. Don't forget, folks, tomorrow a busy day on the football field as well. Of course, the minor final. Oma and Carrickmore will be at Clannabogan, and we'll be in Dungannon on the hurling pitch. John and myself will be bringing you live, and that was going to on Team Talk. The other was going to on the County Board website. We'll be taking the Arbo and Donaghmore. Looking forward to that. Well, that should be a good game, John.
It should be a fantastic game. The 2 teams from under 14 have been going hammer and tongs, sharing titles. Obviously, Donaghmore are sitting in the final here already, and it's going to be a fantastic encounter.
No question about it. As we head into the clock reads 23 minutes of the second half gone, and Cookstown putting the full court press, as you might say. Waiting to see with the kick out. Cappagh moving well. Good kick out from young White. Ball into lovely catch, well taken by the midfielder Shea Fox into the hands of McCall, and McCall, who's John has said, very, very steady, very composed. Mark Cahan does well. Very athletic looking player, finds McKinney pops the ball out to O'Donnell manages to keep possession. He looked to be over the line. The referee allows the play to continue. He does well to recycle the ball. Pressure coming from the Cookstown men down below us here, but back helping out just a full forward, Caelan O'Hagan. O'Hagan pops the ball back, and there is McCall once more driving forward, this time finds space, heading to the middle, looks to see what the options are. There's one man out wide, and that one man has been found. Lovely bit of play by Matty Ho, plays the ball inside. Who's going to get it? It's picked up by Potter. Potter gets away from Cullen. Back, snapping, doing well. And the Cookstown defence gets a great credit, but Potter, brilliant play from the centre half forward, strikes it well, strikes it lovely, and into the hand of the keeper Monaghan. great defence there from Cookstown, John.
You know, again, as I say, we have great hopes for Luke Cullen. You know, he's a Rolls Royce. He just, as I say, he's very deceptive in there, and this has been a great tussle because, you know, from a Tyrone point of view, we have to have great hopes for Gavin Potter because he can do everything.
He certainly can, and there's another man who can do a bit as well. Young Teague back, Roland Teague back, working exceptionally hard. That ball has come in. It eluded, shall we say, the hands of Michael Hutton. There was Teague sweeping in to make sure that there was no further danger. Cappagh leading 4-7 to 5 points, 25 minutes on from the corner right. Goalkeeper plays the ball down the wing. And a lovely take indeed by Roderick, the full back. Hagan's back and helping him with the back in the full back line, the full forward. That is round 14 back, but he finds the space. Plays the ball long. Right to it comes Cullen. Right to it comes Potter. Potter wins the first one. Cullen wins the second, but it's Potter who's quickest to his feet. He picks the ball up. He's getting away from one challenge. The second challenge the referee couldn't keep up with, so he blew the whistle. John, good tussle.
I think it was a really good tussle. Again, I think we were a bit fortunate to get the free in that case because just about that. Just about to bear down and goal.
Yeah. He was starting to widen the gap, but wasn't
he certainly was.
He's a lovely player to watch. Go away again, Jimmy. Free kick to Cappagh, just on the outside of the D. Chance for Gavin Potter. Will he strike this one? Slightly to the left. Steps, strikes, flips, sees out to the right and wide. And Killyclogher has had a very, very good game and very, very impressive. But probably a bit disappointed with his free ticket. And let's see, the number 18 for Cappagh has come on. It's Aaron Fury, busy wee player. Really sharp read, and I think he's a very wee player. 17 on as well.
Donny, from that earlier hit from the two collision with him and Ben League.
With Mark Bradley. And off the post and over the bar. Michael Hutton score. That makes it not 6 to Cookstown. And
4-7.
4-7 to Cappagh. We just check that change again. It's definitely Mark Bradley, number 17. So 17 for 7. And then I think the other change was 18 for 13. We just keep a wee eye at that one to see is Matty Ho gone, but certainly 18 is also on for the Cappagh team. Did you see that one, John? No?
I think Michael Rafferty's gone.
Michael Rafferty, yeah, I've got that first change. That's 17 for 7. Or 17 for 5, I beg your pardon. 17 for 5. And then 18 for 13. So Conor White with the kick out into the middle of the field, comes off the hand of Sheehy, does well, picked up by the full back Sean Kerr. Kerr, very dynamic player, strong bit of ball winning, finds Bradley plays the ball forward. O'Donnell, who is a goal scorer in the first half, clips the ball in towards the back post. That looks to be into the net. It is indeed, but I think maybe a square ball, was it?
I think
he's given the goal.
He's given the goal.
Given the goal, and that is Aaron Fury. I think the sub's
first touch. Yeah,
first touch of the game, and he'll be delighted with that. Makes it 5-7 to not 6. And I suppose from here, the elevated position we have, it looked like a possibility of a square ball, but the umpire was quick to raise the flag, quick to give the goal, and the referee was happy enough to accept it. So 5-7 plays, not 7. 28 minutes on the clock, and Cappagh look to be heading to the final, bar a complete collapse. Ball in the hands of Rory McKinney. McKinney plays it to O'Donnell. Lovely bit of play. He's full of confidence now after that goal that he got and the contribution that he made in the first half as well. Taking possession.
I think he had confidence before this game to pull off that hairstyle.
Absolutely. And he did very, very well in fairness, and he also anticipated the kick where the goalkeeper was putting it to, and did very, very well to create that goal scoring chance for himself. But O'Hagan did well also, and there's a dangerous bit of play there. That's not the position you want to be playing the ball. Mark Ahern in possession, gives the ball, looking for the 1-2. Good play by Cullen, puts O'Hagan to the ground. O'Hagan needing a wee bit of treatment there possibly, but a great bit of play by McCall. Another heavy challenge, and The referee has awarded the free kick. Shane McCall that time.
As we noted in the first half, Cialan O'Hagan is this uncanny knack of getting his body between the man and the ball and just winning secure possession.
Yeah, absolutely.
And you just can't coach that. That's just
it's an innate ability, isn't it? Yeah, absolutely, no question. And himself, and we mentioned Michael Rafferty's ability just to be in the right place at the right time with timing, but I mean, there's been some absolutely super performances and some very, very hard work from, I'd say, from both sets of players. But of course, when you see the winning team, then you tend to focus on the winners more than the guys who don't win. But O'Hagan that time went to ground, picked himself up gingerly, shall we say?
Still getting a wee bit of treatment.
Yeah. But I think he's okay. Back to the ball back in the hands of young McCall. He's under pressure. Good pressure from Michael Hatton. He looked to have stolen a yard or two there, or three. Yeah, overcarrying. Overcarrying. Absolutely no question about it at all. Free kick has been taken quickly. Cookstown on the attack. Lovely bit of defensive work by the number 7, Ronan Tague, who's been very, very steady and very, very impressive. Great challenge there for coming in from Hampsey. I think it was a free kick, that's it.
Yeah, and Cappagh fully merit their victory, but I think the scoreline's been a wee bit harsh on Cookstown for that.
Question,
they worked very hard, and if anybody just goes on the the Team Talk website and sees the score in the season, they'll say, well, that was a one-sided affair. Yeah,
it certainly wasn't a one-sided game. Apologise, folks, we have one or two issues with sound, and I used to say Jimmy Hunter was a sound man, but obviously he's not the sound man we thought he was, because the sound isn't just quite as good as, but he's still a sound man. And the ball into the middle, back into the Cappagh defence, and it's won by Michael Hatton. Chance, he turns, twists, pops the ball back outside once again. I like the way Cappagh get back and get numbers around that area and close things off as Keegan Hampsey drives this one high in towards the square. Great pair of hands. O'Hagan again.
Ryan Eccles working very hard in there on an unusual role for Ryan. He's playing full forward instead of full back where we normally see him.
Yeah, but I think as he's following Cialan O'Hagan wherever he's going, because that seems to be the case. Mark Ahern under pressure. Ball drops from his hands, and a free kick awarded to Cookstown. 31 minutes shown on the clock. Ball high inside, and again excellent timing by young Tague, but the ball has been won by the sub.
That's Luke Neeson. And a great score from Luke.
Great point indeed. Well done to Luke Neeson. That was a fine score.
Again, from our point of view, although we're getting well beat here at this stage, we now have 6 under 15s in the field now currently for this year, so it's going to be a great help.
Absolutely, that experience, you just can't beat it. Another change there, John, I just see is it 22.
That's Kieran McGuigan coming on, and Ronan Devlin's making way.
Ronan Devlin, and he's worked hard, but I suppose just running his team a wee bit, it just didn't run from all evening. But young McGuigan's come on into the half-back line.
And for quite a few of the lads, it's a quick change around, which is good too. They're back in action Monday night. Okay, they have a big challenge. They're in the Grade 2 League or Championship final in Stewartstown against Donegal.
Yeah.
So again, it's not much. It's not a big turnaround, but at least it gives you something to look forward to. And
absolutely.
Then they say the younger boys can play for the under 15s, and their leagues are starting very shortly.
Yeah, and young Michael Hatton looking to move the ball forward, being prevented from doing so by Rory McKinney with a free kick to Cookstown. Referees now move the ball forward, and he wasn't happy with the positioning of Ronan Tague. Ronan Tague looks at him sort of wondering what exactly he did wrong, but according to the referee, that was not the right distance or the requisite distance, so if you go for the goal, he's gone for the point, and it's over the bar. And Michael Hatton, will that be the last score of the evening? 5-7 to 0-8. Free kick from Michael Hatton. He's been very, very impressive, very busy, and very, very industrious all evening. The kick out will be taken now, possibly the last kick of the evening. Connor White will hit this time.
And again, Connor's been very patient with his kick out too, and it's hit his target. Again, this isn't. There's a lot of thought into this. This isn't just
no hit and hope.
Just trying to bang it down the middle and hope for the midfielders. This is well thought out. You'll probably dive straight down the middle. I've said that, but
Michael Aird, absolutely. Well, it's quite possible, but he's looking to see what his options are. And there's good movement in that Killyclogher or Cappagh defence.
Yeah, once again, great
bit of running here, strong run indeed. But young Cullen did well to win that ball and to win that free under pressure from Shea Fox. Ball inside, and excellent play by young brother. Ball in, broken kindly, shall we say, for the full back Matthew McCann. And he gets the ball back to Michael Hatton. Michael Hatton clips it in, clips it up and clips it over. And another point for Cookstown. 5-7 plays, not 9.
You know, again, the lads kept their heads up and kept working and working and working. Okay, it wasn't their night, you know, but they didn't drop their heads. They kept working away and playing, and they didn't force it. You know, they tried to work through the way they were coached and get the ball into Michael as quick as they can, and all the boys were showing. Which, you know, when you're taking, when you see goals going in, your heads can drop and sort of feel sorry for yourself.
Yeah, indeed.
And there goes the final whistle.
There goes the final whistle, and the Cookstown lads will be very disappointed. It probably doesn't reflect the performance, as you said, John. You know, people look at the scoreboard and the report and see 5-7, not 9. But goals do win matches. Goals came at key moments. I think the goal that Tiernan O'Donnell got, just checking back to see,
the 18th
that won the 18th minute. That was a huge score.
Yeah, just after the water break, it was nip and tuck, and we were thinking, have Cappagh done enough with the breeze, and then Cookstown were sort of like a boxer. They were sort of like a wee bit punch drunk after the first one, and then the second one went very quickly, and then just what they didn't need was the third, and then we could see Michael Rafferty influence, and then Ciaran O'Hagan started playing with more confidence, and Ciaran is a real confidence player, and once Ciaran gets the ball, he scores. And then we'd seen glimpses from Gavin Potter. McCall was really good in the half back lane. Fox worked tremendously hard in the midfield, and Martin Cochran was very good at centre back, reading the game and moving and linking. And then up front, Howe was working very hard off Ciaran O'Hagan there. He scored a couple of good scores, and at his movement off the ball, you know, definitely was a very professional finish. And you know, we didn't see the extra player wasn't really utilised because, you know, Cappagh didn't allow it to happen. No. You know, which is credit to them.
Credit to them indeed. Well, there you have it, folks. Don't forget, plenty of football over the weekend. Keep tuned to the interweb as they talk about the worldwide tinterweb. I hear some man describe it once. 5-7, not 9 is the final result. Thanks to Kieran and to Jimmy and to all you who are listening to Cappagh Gales is me, the Cappagh team and the Cappagh outfit here who have brought this game to us live. Thanks to Kieran McAvey. Great job tonight as always, and we'll talk to you later on.